My mother's last words were, "Check the attic." At the time, I didn't understand what she meant. I was 22, standing beside her hospital bed, watching her fade from stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Just 3 months earlier, I'd gotten the dream job I'd worked years for, aid work in refugee camps across Southeast Asia, but I couldn't leave, not when she was dying. "You have to go," she said, voice thin but firm. "I can't," I argued. "You need me here." She squeezed my hand, bones under skin. "Watching you give up your dreams would be far more painful than dying alone." I didn't know what to say to that. The words gutted me. We argued for days, but she wouldn't back down. I finally agreed. 2 weeks later, I was on a plane to Thailand. 4 months after that, she was gone. I was in a remote village and couldn't make it back in time, not even for the funeral. The guilt was like acid. I'd abandoned her for a job. I buried it by working harder, staying longer. 5 years passed before I finally returned to clean out the house. On the 3rd day, I found a letter from the hospice nurse. "Your mother spoke of you constantly. Her last coherent words were, 'Tell Sarah to check the attic. I hope this means something to you.'" I had completely forgotten about the attic. That night, I climbed up with a flashlight and found a trunk tucked deep in the corner. Inside, dozens of journals. Mom's handwriting, page after page. The first one dated back to when I was born. I never wanted children. My heart stopped. I almost put it down, but something made me read on. I was terrified of becoming my mother. Cold, critical, never satisfied. When I found out I was pregnant, I cried for days. But then they placed Sarah in my arms, and something broke open in me. I made a vow. She would never doubt she was loved. I sat in that attic and read through the night. Her journals were raw and honest. Her fears, her failings, her pride in me. How she struggled to show affection because she'd never received any, but she tried. The final journal held entries from her last months. "Sarah wants to stay. I can't let her. My mother tethered me to her with guilt until the day she died. I won't do that to Sarah. If my final act is to force her to live her life, then so be it." The last entry, dated 3 days before she passed. "I've hidden these journals all my life. Sarah should know the truth, that loving her taught me how to be human, that sending her away was the hardest and most important thing I've ever done. I hope someday she'll forgive me." I sat in the attic until sunrise, surrounded by her hidden heart. For years I thought she'd pushed me away, but really, she was pulling me forward.